Hey, it's David. Welcome back to Backroads. Today I find myself in Newmarket, Ontario, just about a 40-minute drive from Toronto. And today I thought I would go for a walk in the historic downtown, wrap around maybe about 5 kilometers and finish off down by the pond. So come explore with me while I do a walk down the historic downtown village, and we'll do a walk and talk as we go. There's a lot to see in Newmarket, but this is just a small little part that most people just drive by and they don't know it's here. It's a really cool little downtown. And I think, if there was a little bit of snow on the ground, it would definitely make a very pretty type of environment to kind of walk through. But there's a lot of people that use the trail system. I actually, with my business partner, we do a lot of biking through the whole, Holland Marsh, all the way down into Newmarket, into Aurora. It's a fantastic place to actually kind of ride a bike, or if you're a runner, you light into that type of thing. You'll certainly love the trail system. It's got a varying degree of different, terrains, from single track to paved to crushed gravel to park it. It's really nice. But anyways, we'll walk through and I'll show you all around. So we got the hospital at South Lake right down here. You got the GO train that comes in right there. Hospital is really good for, they have a stroke part of the hospital. So anyone that's suffered anything to do with that, they've got a place to go for rehabilitation. And the Davis Diner is always a local friendly place to go for breakfast. I know a number of people that go there. This is a good place too. Mexican food. I don't want to use the mic right now. Thought I'd just get the ambient noise that's around me. So you can kind of take it all in. Now, for those of you who have seen any of Peter McKenna's videos, he's got a YouTube channel. His little coffee house place is up here. I'll point it out to you. Or maybe we'll even go in. Just another local YouTuber. If you're looking for a free meal, if you're having a hard time, you come to the church at the Annex Cafe and come for a free barbecue. Wednesdays, 11:30 to 1. The Old Flame Brewery, very cool. This place can get kind of busy. Looks like they get all their Christmas decorations up already. Everyone's using technology to better everything, including parking. There's the Postmark Hotel. It's been there a very long time. Trinity Church. These things are always so cool. Now, if you remember me talking about Peter McKinnon, the Canadian YouTuber, does a lot of photography and drone footage and things of that nature. Well, he has a place right across the street here called The Cabin. Let me just zoom in for you. That's his place right there. I think he opened that up earlier. I think that was last year. Anyways, it's 185 Main Street. So, good coffee. Very good coffee. You know, anyone that likes fish and chips, specifically British, you got a place right here. It's very cool. There's also a British store down here as well. I always find these kind of stores are very unique, right? Sure, you can find all kinds of interesting things in there. All right, you got another 2 more places to go and eat at the Hungry Brew Hops. Now, there is a store called Life is Good, and I'm actually wearing one of their t-shirts right now. But they have good quality shirts. Typically, I think there's only very few of these stores around. Everything's pretty much gone online. But this store is very cool. Totally want to support these guys. But yeah, love their stuff. The old Bank of Montreal, it's turned into a bike store right in the corner. And down here, you have the British Import store. All right, so if you're looking for British food, you can come down here. It's kind of cool. You got the George Brewery. You got a smoothie and bubble tea. Yeah, you got a lot down here. So much has changed. They've put a lot of money into this area, you know, with all their redevelopment and whatnot. But a lot of great places. There used to be a running store down here, but I think it's gone. The old theater. Man, oh man. If you like sushi, well, why not? It wasn't until my 20s when I started liking sushi. Speakeasy sandwich. That's a new store. Ghost Taco. I've not eaten there before. We have to try that out one day. Oh, let's make the light. This is a very busy corner. Extremely busy corner. Right off of the main street. And yes, Newmarket has got public transit. So if you're looking for routes, you can go onto their website and check it out.
There's not an answer.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to walk into the trail system, do a short little loop, and I'll show you some cool things. It's such a nice area. There's a lot of people riding their bikes through here. Well, maybe not right now. Before we do the loop, I gotta show you, like this is, I just love it. It's beautiful in the summertime. So there's the Newmarket River Commons over there. So we'll go take a walk in Fairy Lake Park. And the Tom Taylor Trail is here as well. I'm sorry if I do a little bit of nose sniffles. But during this time of the year, it's definitely going to happen. So I may stop and start the video a couple of times just to kind of get rid of the stuff that kind of drips out of my nose. So this trail that I am on right now, this trail from point to point, starting in Bradford, actually, sorry, not Bradford, starting in the Holland Marsh, and then all the way down to, I think it's Bloomington Side Road, which I think that's where it ends. But anyways, it's in Aurora. End to end is 20 kilometers. So it's really nice if you're looking for a trail to ride your bike on in the morning before work or after work or whatever. It's just a really nice place. And this trail changes. It's not paved all the time. You end up in crushed gravel. You have some sections in the Holland Marsh area that's all just like single track dirt. It's a really cool trail system that they have. And this is the Holland River. So this river, they were way back in the day, like, I think it was like 1905, I think, like over 100 years ago. They wanted to build a canal system all the way from Lake Simcoe all the way to Newmarket. And they got the funding to do it. But shortly after building a number of canals along the line, they realized that this was just not going to work and the government wasn't going to keep funding it. So there's a lot of old remnants that show, like, you know, they never took it out. They just kind of left it in place. And they're still here today. So it's kind of fascinating to see how someone's idea to try get, you know, a river system deep enough to transport all the goods from Lake Simcoe all the way into Newmarket and further south to then take the next 45 kilometers into the city of Toronto. You know, the thought pattern that goes along just to move goods at that time, that's what they were thinking. Or that's what one man was thinking. But he definitely convinced people to get a grant. So that's kind of interesting. Now this trail is very pretty in the mornings. And then when it gets all lit up in Christmas, it's pretty cool too. I gotta watch the music so that nothing gets copywritten, because that is always a challenge when you're making videos outside and you're walking by and you're hearing music playing as you walk by stores or you walk by an outdoor area and they have music going on. It can definitely it could just demonetize the videos. That's just the reality of it. Or in some cases I may actually have to stop the video and then restart it a little bit further down the line, which I may have to do about now, because I don't know if you want to hear me continue to talk really fast like I'm doing right now, because it's very tiring to do so. So I think I'm going to stop and I'll catch up a little further ahead. Okay, now I don't feel like I have to continue to talk really fast to cover up all that music. So there are a couple of different paths. One you can kind of go off. Oh no, they've got it blocked off now. Okay, in the summertime you could go left, but it looks like they got a fence up now. Oh no, you can still go that way. So that's just one section that it's not maintained in the winter months. But this is the East Holland River. Can't believe this is what they wanted to bring boats down. I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, they would have had to dredge so much to just make it feasible. I don't know how they planned on doing something like that. So they have a lot of these signs out to keep a lot of the cyclists going slow, because you don't really realize how fast you are on a bike compared to the people who are like just slowly walking along the trail. So there is a GO train that runs all the way to Barrie. I'm trying to think if it goes to Aurelia. I don't think so. I know it goes to Barrie. But yeah, so if you wanted to come from Toronto to get here, well, you can hop on a GO train and make your way up to Newmarket, because it takes you right into the downtown core. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm just doing a short little walk today. Obviously, I'm not going to walk the 20 kilometers. I think you'd get very bored just walking. Oh, there's someone out on their bike, though. Morning. Sometimes people have their headphones in and they can't hear. But what I've also found is that I say hi to a lot of people, but they're so immersed in their conversation, or they're just paying attention to what they're doing, that they don't really realize that someone has said hello to them. And in some cases, there's the times where people don't quite fully understand the English language. And I find that with the older generation, like grandparents and stuff. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Yeah, sometimes you say it and you kind of cut them off right in the middle of their conversation they're having. So you try to be polite, but again, people are just focusing on what they need to get done and, the conversations that they're having with people. Or in some cases, you may say hi to somebody that has autism, and the person kind of doesn't really know what to do with that, because their social cues are very different from one person to another. And to someone who suffers autism, they may seem to others that they're rude, but really they're not. They may just be like the type of person that doesn't really talk, or it could be that the social stimulation, like they don't know really kind of what to do with it. Like I said, it's everyone is very, very different. So I'm not one to judge people. I think everybody is doing their best they can with what they know. That's going to be a nice house when it's done. I mean, I don't know about the flat roof line, but you know, backing onto this it's you know, it may be a little annoying to some people because, you know, they're not going to have the privacy in their backyard because a lot of people use this trail. But, you know, we are seeing a lot of the older houses get torn down and these, you know, these bigger houses get, you know, put up, right? And these are some things you definitely don't want to touch. Do not touch those. That's where we just came from, on the other side there. Yeah, those wild parsnips are very, very dangerous. Now, the one thing that you probably want to know is on the other side, you've got parking in Newmarket. You can park for like 2 hours for free, which is awesome. So if you want to drive here, well, you've got places to park, and that's not going to cost you anything. But do be aware that you don't want to go over the 2 hours. You may have a little bit of grace period, but just know a lot of people like coming to this area. And I honestly believe the best way to experience any of these places that I talk about on my videos is by walking or cycling. I mean, there's those, I mean, yes, you can drive through the cities and the towns, that's one thing. But to really get a feel for it, you know, just being out on a bike or walking specifically is awesome. I don't know, you just take in so much more. Good afternoon. I got somebody else just focusing. There's a couple of bars and restaurants just over here that I'll show you And you'll see more parking, and look, there's a little sitting area. It's really neat. And in the summertime, they also have an area where you can get books out for free. It's part of the library book exchange or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is. But yeah, this is all just public space. This is beautiful in the summertime, it really is. And now we're right back to where we were before. Fred Lundy Bridge, 1942. We'll go back this way. So this is the parking I was talking about, right? Water Street, Doug Duncan Drive right here. So you can park all down here for free. There's some EV hookups as well, right? This is the Newmarket River Commons area. There's also a farmer's market they have. Right, so this is the So right now they're getting ready for the Winter Wonderland that they decorate every year along the path. Right, so over here, there's a couple of places you can go to eat. And they still have the furniture. Okay, I'm going to show you this. And they have all like these little signs dotted along the Holland River Trail Path, which is what I'm on. Right, so they have all these little plaques everywhere, which is really cool. And then they have this outdoor furniture. Right, it's the Newmarket Community Living Room. It's very cool. Like, check it out. I don't know, I think it's like, it's granite. I mean, it's kind of a little cold to be sitting on, but it's kind of cool. And this is right here, right in this spot here. This is where the outside book thing is. Don't worry, the outdoor library or something. Oh, look, we've got another little plaque here. Right, gives you a little bit more history. Yeah, there's your EV parking. This is one of the installments that they've got for the Winter Wonderland. This is all going to be lit up. It's going to be quite nice. All the lights around the trees. Yeah, this is going to be pretty at night. Maybe I'll come here one evening. This is the Ground Burger restaurant. And right behind, that's like downtown. That's where we walked before. So all these places are right behind it. Now, remember I was telling you that the trail kind of goes all the way from the Holland Marsh? Well, right over here, I'll kind of zoom into it. Oh man, you know what? We'll just walk over and I'll show you. So this is the GO train tracks right here. All right. And that's a trail system that takes you up to the Holland Marsh. I should actually walk you up the other side because it actually does get very pretty. Because as you go underneath a bridge, like under Davis Drive, yeah, it's very cool. Okay, now here is the public ice skating. There's also a community center right here. Looks like they're getting the ice ready. All these lights, all these trees have lights on at night. Look at the leaves. They're already embedded into the ice. That's cool. And this over here is the ice lounge that they call it. It's just like a little sitting area that they built. So yeah, you can sit here while people are ice skating. Right? Take your skates on and off, which is kind of cool. Right, there's your community line hall. And then you got your public access defibrillator right there. So, okay, so let's go walk that other section. Looks like the lights, they've turned on. Man, it's still so early in the day and the lights is so low. We're getting close to the darkest time of the year, that's for sure. They're putting in fiber optics. Sounds like the GO train's coming. Yep. Oh, the 4 o'clock GO train. And they have a lot of these exercise equipment outside, which is kind of cool, right? So you got some of the presses, right? Over there and over there. And this is one of the pretty sections that comes in here. I'll show you one of the canals that they built way back in the day. It's just under this bridge and around the corner. Oh, hi, ducks. This is one of the spots where a lot of locals come and feed, the wildlife. It's a nice little sitting area, actually, specifically in the summer. And just another little kilometer trail markers. See, these are things that I never really saw since I've been biking here for the last year. And along the trail, they have these little stations. So if you need to pump up your tire or make some adjustments because something's loose, all the tools are right here. Very smart. Excuse me while I sniff. Okay, you see this? This is what's left over from way back in the day. I'll get closer so you can read the plaque. It's the railway arch. Not many of those around. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time in the daylight to take you up to where one of the canals are, but I know I've got some drone footage of one of them. I could probably find. I'll probably put it over top of the video right now. If not, I'll have to maybe do another one. There's an old grain mill. And just up ahead is back to Davis Drive. Kind of where I started, but this time we're going to walk under the bridge, the main road there. And this is the bridge, Davis Drive. It's always fun going under here when you're on the bike. And the river's right next. So you can either make a quick left, take you up to Davis Drive, or you can continue on the trail, which will eventually take you up to the Holland Marsh. Yeah, let's go up to the sign here so you can see. It's Keith Bridge. And the river runs right underneath. It's pretty cool, eh? It's like hidden out of sight. You don't even know it's here. I guess if there's a torrential downpour, it's kind of a good place to come. Except for when the water rises. It's a nice echo. Well, there you have it. And that concludes our little walk in historic Newmarket. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, get out and explore. See you on the next one.